What if one of the best sci-fi adventures of the year didn't come from Hollywood, but from Sweden? Watch the Skies might sound like just another alien flick, but trust me, it's not. Originally released as UFO Sweden, this under-the-radar gem mixes Spielberg-style wonder, Stranger Things nostalgia, and a surprisingly emotional core that hits harder than you'd expect. And here's the kicker. It's not just a movie about UFOs. It's about truth, belief, and the line between obsession and discovery. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master, with a groundbreaking AI-driven dubbing technique that actually makes the Swedish cast look like they're speaking perfect English. Watch the Skies is doing things most blockbusters haven't even attempted yet. But beyond the tech, what really makes this movie shine is its heart. Let's break down why Watch the Skies is one of the most exciting, emotional, and flat-out fun sci-fi stories you probably haven't seen yet, and why it might just change how you think about foreign films. A rare breed, Swedish sci-fi, that works in a country not widely known for commercial sci-fi films, Watch the Skies stands out as a bold and rare entry into the genre. Directed by Victor Danell and produced by Crazy Pictures, this film joins a short list of Swedish science fiction titles. And yet, rather than feeling like a local curiosity, it arrives with cinematic confidence, delivering polished visuals, strong emotional themes, and an energetic plot that makes it feel right at home alongside Hollywood classics. What really powers this film is its dual nature. It's both an emotional coming-of-age story and a genre-blending mystery that leans heavily into ufology, Sweden style. It doesn't just mimic its American influences, it localizes them, giving Watch the Skies a unique identity amidst its familiar framework. Setting the scene, Denise's journey. The story begins in 1988 with young Denise accompanying her eccentric father Uno on one of his mysterious UFO investigations. Set to Alphaville's Forever Young, Uno vanishes that very night along with his car. Flash forward to 1996, and Denise, now a rebellious teenager played by Inez Dahl Torhaug, has grown up in the foster system. She's sharp, defiant, and channels her intellect into hacking, astronomy, and rebellious exploits rather than anything productive. Everything changes when a mysterious crash leads her to what appears to be her father's long-lost car. This sudden event reignites her obsession with the truth. Was he abducted? Did the government cover something up? Determined to find answers, she seeks out UFO Sweden, the amateur organization her father once worked with. Initially dismissive, the group soon finds itself pulled back into the world of conspiracy, unexplained events, and, quite possibly, first contact. Meet UFO Sweden, a lovable bunch of outcasts. One of the most entertaining aspects of Watch the Skies is its colorful ensemble cast. UFO Sweden isn't some sleek, high-tech agency. It's more like your eccentric uncle's garage. If your uncle also happened to believe the Swedish Weather Bureau was hiding proof of alien life. Full of quirky personalities and differing beliefs, the team is a microcosm of ufology itself, torn between skepticism, faith, and cold hard data. Jesper Barkselius plays Lennart, Uno's former friend and an emotionally wounded ex-enthusiast turned skeptic. His dynamic with Denise provides some of the film's most poignant moments. Their relationship is built on unresolved grief and second chances. And as they work through their shared past, their bond becomes the emotional spine of the story. The rest of the team includes hobby scientists, oddball conspiracy theorists, and reluctant investigators. They're quirky, passionate, and human. A throwback to the misfit heroes of Ghostbusters or The Goonies. Through them, the film explores how belief systems can divide or unite, and how obsession can either destroy or liberate. The Spielbergian Influence, A Nordic Love, letter to 80s sci-fi, from its snowy landscapes and analog tech to its thematic depth. Watch the Skies wears its Spielberg influences proudly. The film echoes E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and even Stranger Things. With its own twist, it's less about the aliens and more about the search for meaning, the hope that we're not alone, and the way grief can distort or deepen our beliefs. But this isn't empty nostalgia. The film uses its influences as a springboard for genuine emotional storytelling. The contrast between Denise's logic-driven nature and her father's obsessive faith creates real tension. Her journey isn't just a sci-fi adventure. It's about coming to terms with loss, redefining identity, and facing truths that aren't always comfortable. Victor Danell's direction shines in these emotional moments, grounding the spectacle in personal stakes. He doesn't just recreate the past, he uses it to enrich the present. A Swedish Interstellar? A fan perspective adds insight. Some viewers have affectionately dubbed Watch the Skies a Swedish Interstellar. A catchy simplification, sure, but not entirely inaccurate. It's a quick way to convey the film's ambition, scope, and emotional core to others. One fan put it best when they said, "I really liked it. It's cool that a collective of guys from Norrköping filmed everything themselves, produced it themselves, did all the editing, etc." That sense of DIY spirit and artistic passion resonates throughout the movie, making it feel like a genuine labor of love rather than a studio formula. The film's uniqueness in the Swedish landscape also adds to its charm. With strong visuals, a compelling narrative, and unpredictable plot turns, it avoids the trap of feeling overly scripted or generic. The twists are earned, the humor is refreshing, and it's all wrapped up in a nostalgic sci-fi package. Some viewers, especially those not typically fans of Swedish cinema, were pleasantly surprised. Honestly, a good watch and a step in the right direction for Swedish cinema, one viewer noted, praising the soundtrack, quirky characters, and solid pacing. While a few criticisms remain, such as light character development and a few moments that stretch realism, most agree that Watch the Skies is greater than the sum of its parts. The film has also drawn comparisons to The X-Files and Scooby-Doo for its quirky ensemble and supernatural detective vibes. That blend of mystery, camp, and heart is rare and welcome. It's no wonder people are excited to see what Crazy Pictures comes up with next. Whether you're a seasoned sci-fi fan or someone just looking for something different, Watch the Skies is, as many have put it, worth a watch. And it might just change how you see Swedish film. Cinematography, visual effects, and style. For a film with a modest budget by Hollywood standards, Watch the Skies looks stunning. The cinematography is atmospheric and striking, especially the wintry Swedish settings that add a haunting beauty to the story. Faces are framed thoughtfully, capturing every flicker of emotion, and the visual effects, while sparse, are deployed effectively and sparingly. There's a deliberate pacing here that leans into suspense and mystery over bombastic action. The tone oscillates between playful and serious, keeping the audience on edge. Even when the story ventures into more outlandish territory, it's the execution that keeps everything grounded. The AI dubbing controversy. Accessibility or artificiality? Here's where things get interesting and controversial. Watch the Skies is one of the first films to use AI-assisted vubbing technology, syncing the actors' mouths to dubbed English dialogue using a method developed by Flawless and TrueSync. Essentially, the Swedish actors re-recorded their lines in English, and the AI modified the footage so their mouths match the new audio, aiming to create a seamless, filmed in English look. For many casual viewers, it works. The average moviegoer may not even realize the film was dubbed. But for those with a keener eye or ear, the illusion sometimes falters. Some voices feel slightly mismatched, emotional tones occasionally misalign, and the dubbing can be uneven across the cast. It's not bad, it's actually pretty impressive, but it's not invisible either. There's also the bigger question: does this approach enhance foreign films' reach or dilute their authenticity? XYZ Films argues that many American viewers avoid subtitled content, and AI dubbing could open the door for more international releases in mainstream markets. It's a fair point, but it also risks compromising the raw emotional nuance of original performances. Still, Watch the Skies seems to tread this fine line with respect. The original cast did all their English lines themselves, and I was used to simulate voices or facial expressions beyond the mouth. It's more about enhancing accessibility than replacing artistry. The Verdict, a heartfelt sci-fi adventure that earns its stripes. Despite the dubbing hiccups and its derivative elements, Watch the Skies succeeds because it has something that so many modern sci-fi movies lack: heart. It's nostalgic, yes, but not hollow. It's fun, yes, but also emotionally resonant. It respects its influences without becoming enslaved to them. And above all, it tells a good story, one that balances mystery, emotion, and discovery. Denise's journey is more than a UFO hunt. It's a search for identity, belonging, and closure. The ensemble cast breathes life into every quirky corner of this small Swedish town. And while it may not reinvent the sci-fi wheel, it lovingly polishes it and sets it rolling through snowy fields, chasing something just out of sight. Our nerdy thoughts. If you're a fan of Spielberg-era sci-fi, if you love Stranger Things, or if you just enjoy a well-made coming-of-age story wrapped in extraterrestrial intrigue, Watch the Skies is worth your time. It's the kind of film that sneaks up on you, not with CGI bombast, but with sincerity and craftsmanship. And perhaps, like Denise, you'll come away believing that the line between what we know and what we believe isn't so wide after all. Let us know what you thought of Watch the Skies. Did the AI dubbing pull you out of the story, or did you barely notice it? Would you watch more international films if they use this technique? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more film deep dives, reviews, and retrospectives. Thanks for watching, and remember, the truth is out there.